Hello and welcome to the vlog in which I make my way back to Yelvertoft. But first, take a look at this most unusual wide beam moored near Bridge 102 on the Grand Union. You don't see many like this, and I have no idea what it is or why, but it's fascinating. The familiar spire of Braunston Church is in the distance, welcoming me back. And there's the double bridge where you go left up the Oxford and right down the GU towards London. I'm going right. Ah, the stop house. I've been away for 7 weeks, but it feels like only yesterday I was last here. Hands up, who knows what this spot is? Yes, it's where I fell in the canal. It was this sign that prompted me to make Vlog 50, which you may have already seen. And so I chugged steadily past the familiar sights of the hire boats, the wharves and workshops, and came up to the first of the Braunston locks, which were dispatched over the next 90 minutes.
6 wide locks, completed successfully solo, and now I have to do that thing that I hate, dread, resent. It's Braunston Tunnel with all its twisty bits. I'm not going to enjoy this.
I've seen it said that Braunston Tunnel has a kink. Well, I swear it's more than one. There's one as you go in here, another further down, another in the middle, and I think a final one a little way before you exit. Horrid, especially when you meet another boat at the kinks, so you can't line up straight to go past them cleanly. This time I was lucky, nothing coming the other way, and I sped through like a powerboat at 3.5 miles an hour. Ah, the blessed relief of daylight. There's a long stretch here where you could moor, but no nice metal armco to chain to, so I went further along to Norton Junction. Nice to see the foliage on the offside being tackled, shame there isn't more of that. And here's my lovely mooring spot for a night or two, one of my favourites. It's very peaceful here. Bedtime, I think.
I am practically back to Yelvertoft now, where I'm going to be for the Crick show, and I'm intending to arrive about a week early. I've got some things to do before the show itself, and I want to move on. I'm currently at Norton Junction. Wanted to be at Yelvertoft by Sunday. It's now Friday, so it's a short trip, about 5 miles. Obviously you've got the Watford locks and also the dreaded Crick tunnel to go through. I wanted to move today because the weather is good in terms of sunshine and the weekend weather forecast is not good. But today it is a bit breezy every now and again, so I'm a little bit unsure about going. But other boats have gone past, so it must be feasible, so let's give it a go.
The first bit's easy, just 100 yards long and under the bridge. But then it's a sharp and blind turn left onto the Grand Union Leicester Arm. And with the wind blowing, it can easily push a slab-sided narrowboat sideways as you try to make the turn, and you end up splayed awkwardly across the canal and looking like a fool. Luckily, as you can see, another boat was going up the arm ahead of me, so they'd meet anyone coming the other way first, which will give me fair warning. So gently round the corner in one smooth movement. Weeping willow trees are pretty, I grant you, but they don't half obstruct visibility, especially of where the concrete edge of that corner is just as you finish rounding off the turn. Luckily, I did it with no problems and may even have looked like I know what I'm doing. So, up the Leicester Arm I go, and clearly the CRT have been cutting back vegetation here, but only to the waterline, so the tree roots are still sticking out. You can't get into the bank to moor. Am I alone in thinking this is annoying? Surely the trees should be properly cut out if they're going to do it at all. It wasn't long until I came to Watford locks again. There's 2 single locks, a staircase of 4 and a final single at the top. As usual, a volunteer lockkeeper did the hard work on the staircase section, which makes things a lot easier. And in a flash, Watford locks were done. Back under the M1, busy, busy, busy. There's A, B and B where I bought my boat. And next to it, the pub, which I only then discovered has a water point and Elsan point. It's not marked on the guidebook, except insofar as the brokerage is labelled as having them. Plenty of boats already mooring up along here in advance of the Crick show, just a few days away. At least it was at the time of filming this. I've long since put the Crick show video up. Some cows in a sunny field for one of my regular viewers. And finally the old favourite, the Yelvertoft wind turbine, means I'm just a spit and a stone's throw from my destination. There it is, Yelvertoft Marina. Back onto a pontoon for one night only, for tomorrow the boat comes out of the water. It's good to be back.